Hey world, but today's 9 minutes motivation is directed to a larger extent towards student community and the youngsters who are actually bringing up their life. And of course, the same context can be applied to a lot of things as I discuss, as I share with you, you'll understand. A lot of times, a lot of students in the Kingdom College, a lot of students otherwise also come and tell me after coming to the college, I have changed so much in last 1 month and I'm doing good things and I'm being little more sincere discipline. But I even today, if I go and ask my dad or mom, I want to go for a night out, I want this or that, they refuse. They don't say yes to me, and they don't feel convinced about it. What do I do? I'm being actually changing so much, and I tell, see, it's like that. There's one two words I want to give. This is for all the parents also, and for all the students also, all the children also. And if you're a youngster, definitely you should not miss on this 9 minutes motivation. Track record. Your track record speaks a lot about you. Now, over a period of years, how have you built your track record? People will maybe judge you, maybe understand you, or maybe relate with you depending on your track record. Now, for 15 years, or let's say first 5 years, forget your childhood, but last 7, 8 years in your growing years, you have been always telling lies or telling manipulating things or no mispresentation of the information. All this thing has been a part of your life, and suddenly one day you start telling truth. Nobody's going to believe that you have become a truthful human being. Your track record doesn't speak about it. I still remember people do my program, get inspired for health and fitness, and they go back and tell home from tomorrow morning I'm going to start exercising and fitness, and I'm going for jogging and this, and I want to join gym. I give me this much money, or I'm going to put this much money. And the family member ask, this drama, how long you will do now? And people feel very bad. They feel very offended. Come on, I'm doing something good. Why are you pulling me down? They're not pulling you down. Your track record is like that. You start something and you don't continue it. You start some classes and you drop in between. You start some event and you drop in between. You start some program, you drop in between. You start some regime and you drop in between. Anything. So people only look at you from the track record that you have built up. And that's the power of track record. If you see, even if you're a grown-up human being right now here, when you go for application of a loan in the bank, they will only check for your track record of your last 6 months balance, like 6 months bank statement, or last 3 years of your balance sheet, because from that is where they'll find out how much income you generate or how much, what is the spending style of spending. You spend on unwanted stuff, or it is essential stuff that you buy actually. So they check the track record of your buying and expenditures that you that you keep doing it regularly, and that track record helps them to understand if this man is given loan, or this person has been given loan, will he use for good purpose, or will he actually do some kind of manipulation with the funds. And the track record, very very important. So the whole idea to talk to all of you, especially youngsters, is those of you especially are on social media, or those of you youngsters who are already in social media, or you will start social media page, maybe Facebook page or your Instagram or your mm, Twitter, whatever handle you are going to do that. Now, for example, you are a graduate student, you're going to graduate in next few years or maybe next year. When you apply for a job, and it's supposed to be any, and today everybody's become aware of social media platforms. If it's a very, if you're joining for a security job or a delivery boy job, it doesn't matter. You're going to join for a good position, good out, uh, good post. They will do a check on your Facebook. They'll do a, they'll run a check on your Twitters, on your Instagram pages. What is the kind of content you have been following, or do you uh, write or you post? That will speak a lot about your character. That reputation which has been built over your Facebook pages or your Instagram stories or your reels or whatever stuff you are doing for last so many years, At least at some when from the age of 15, 16, when you're supposed to become a teenager and become more mature towards as every year passes, what is the what is the growth that is happening in your content value that you post on the Facebook page? They will go through the check. They'll run the entire thing and find it out. That is what HRs nowadays are getting trained into, and that is the new insight they have found it. In the interview, people can smartly speak for 10, 15 minutes, very polished way, sophisticated way, and they can actually impress with your and empower with their communication, which they have been trained by the some coaching center. But your track record cannot cheat, right? The track record cannot tell a lie. It tells, it shows, it presents you who you are. Your entire character of you as a person is in the repetition of the track record of all these years. So please make sure on your Facebook. So you can say, but even in the friends we use this language because whenever there is familiarity, you're going to speak bad words, you're going to speak cheap things and all these things, or I write all these things. The HR guy knows that when things become same similar situations in the office environment, this person is capable of being so nasty, and it will actually impact your future. From the business perspective also, you go for a business deal and it is going to be a major deal, it's going to be a long term association. You think you they will not run a check on your social media pages to find out what is the kind of groups you have, what is the kind of postings you do, what is the kind of conversations which you have, and this track record on a over a period of years that is built and that will become your reputation, that will speak about your character. And a lot of times you'll keep wondering, but I made a fabulous presentation. No, even today when somebody speaks about me to somebody, the first thing they do is before meeting me or any kind of training programs or any kind of thing, they first go onto my Facebook page, go onto my YouTube channels, go into my Twitter handle, and then they run the entire thing about what is the quality of this person, and that is how they come forward or they decide not to come forward. Because that is a lot of corporates don't want to doesn't come to me, a lot of MNC doesn't, because my language is very raw. Somebody asked me also last time when this T20 World Cup happened, I was supposed to be taken to Australia for a talking to some teams. And when they saw my videos, they said, "But your language is too raw for Indian audience. How do you speak in that?" I said, "Because my audience is Indian, I speak in Indian language. If my audience is going to be English completely, that land, my language will definitely take a little tweaking in the entire thing. But because my reputation has become like that over a period of years, I might have missed a chance to go to Australia and address some teams. That's the power of track record. So you are a student, make sure you build up a very strong track record. And if you think today your parents or your families, even after you are being good for some time, they are not willing to believe in you, the reason is please check your track record. Your track record for years together has not been positive, has not been favorable. How suddenly in just few months it will turn like that? So please make sure those of you are on social media platform, be very conscious about what you speak, with whom you speak, where you speak, how much you speak, the quality of your content. That is going to be the quality of your life also for your future. We then believe that we'll keep our track record beautiful, clean, solid, strong, and keep working towards it. Let's start this beautiful, beautiful day, and here we go, guys. Guys, go get set and grow.